Afternoon, gentlemen. Quicker video today, looking at our plan for tonight. Tonight becomes a little bit more specific to each group that's competing. So, quick review, as I said. So, looking at our session objectives, the first phase, we're really going to look at improving our circulation, so moving the ball and our positioning in our build-up phase or in our build-up play. Then we'll shift into some match prep specific to USL2 and NPSL. Then finally finish up with sharpening our organization and attacking and defending set pieces. The main objective that underlies all of this is we need to prepare mentally for a 6-point week for the senior team. So obviously we have players that are going to take part in both games. So that mentality has to come across to everyone. So the first exercise after technical activation, a little 5v2 3-zone game. Some call it over the river. Remember, for me, it's always through it, not over it. But again, just looking at the quality of the circulation of the ball, the positioning, and our ability to penetrate that midfield line of 3 on the ground. Really focus on diagonal passes to be able to break that midfield line and get us to go and get us moving forward. Still working on the transitional mindset. So in this case, yellow win the ball. They have 2 options. They could try to finish on the small goal to counterattack, or they can spin out and keep it and retain it and play to the black. So being able to understand our decisions transitionally, and then obviously the counter pressing. So if we turn it over, we've got numbers up immediately. Can we squeeze it, win it back, and build back into it? This is where we're shifting a little bit more team specific. So for USL2, we're going to go through some structured tactical walkthrough / phase of play. So we'll start with static builds. We'll look at our shape. Against Peoria, we're going to have a center back play directly to the goalkeeper to initiate a 3v2 with the ball central. So we're not going to let ourselves get pinned in wide. Center back to the goalkeeper, boom, and we move forward trying to bypass that midfield line. Following this, we'll get repetitions of how we build into a 3-3-1-3 in our shape. So the holding mid drops in between the center backs to create that 3v2 in the first line as we're preparing for Peoria, which we believe will come with a 4-4-2 again. So that 3v2 in the first line, that allows our outside backs to push on a little bit more. The thing we're emphasizing this time is the position of the attacking mids. So if you think of yesterday's game where we played a 3-2-3, if you look straight down the corridor, that 3-2-3 there is again. So our attacking mids are not in the same line vertically, they're not in the same line horizontally, and then our strikers shifting and moving according to that. So we'll get reps there, and then we're going to just walk through the defensive side of it when they play with a 4-2-4. For those that were able to see the game last week and or playing it, they get 4 across our back 4, and then they drop in and come to pick up the ball off of that space. So a couple of things, just emphasizing that our pressing trap area is in the width. So that's where we want them to play. What was happening is they were successfully playing the ball between our winger and our 10 vertically into a player dropping down as a striker. So how do we deny that ball? At the same time, as we squeezed over to jump it, if our backside attacking mid does not come back to provide a layer of cover as our holding mid slides to the ball, they're open diagonally. And that diagonal penetration is much more dangerous than the vertical penetration. So it's important that we kind of understand our roles and responsibilities. And as I said before, then we'll go into some set piece stuff. Defensively, just repetitions of being sound and taking care of the ball through the first and second ball. Attacking is quality of service. From a USL2 perspective, we haven't been able to beat the first line, and that's making it really tough on us to create chances, and then obviously forces us to defend more counterattacks. So guys, we'll see you again tonight. Let's really be focused on a good night to lead us to those 6 points.